age of 18, when she and her mother Naomi went from being small-town Kentucky girls to country music superstars along the way, and she's never been shy about sharing her personal ups and downs. And in the spring, she too will be turning 50, so you know she's got something to say about that. Please welcome the very wonderful Wynonna Judd.
No stranger to making a headline or two in the tabloids, so I'm going to ask you, what is, in your opinion, the worst rumor you've ever heard about yourself?
Well, I'm going to switch on you and say it's the best.
Okay.
Because I actually have the tabloid that says I'm Elvis's daughter. So they call me Shelvis. Enough of the bad, let's go with the good. So I decided to switch it up.
You look like Lisa Marie a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I kind of, every now and then, but I've been talked about so much, like, you know, in country music, there's always some drama between girl singers and all this crap. I don't thrive on that as much as I used to. Because like you say, with age comes wisdom. It's all normal.
So in the spring, you will also be turning the big 50.
I'm going to take a nap. Seriously, is it not?
The best.
You know what? I think for me being on the road for 30 years, I will probably keep it very simple. We do the opposite of what we think is. You all think that we party all the time and we hang out together. And yes, Keith Urban is a neighbor, and we do know each other. But when we have days off, we want to walk in the wilderness or just be. So I think I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I say that now, but I might want a parade. You never know.
You've always been very open about your personal life. That's why we love you. Not just your voice, but because you're real. And last year was a really tough year for you. Your husband, Cactus, had a very bad motorcycle accident. He lost a leg and part of his hand. And thank God he's recovered and he's back on the road, right? How you emotionally got through that.
I actually don't either. I think women are so strong. Whether we know it or not, we just, you know how you are. You and I have known each other a long time. We just do what we have to do. It's like triage. You call 911, you get some rags, we're having a baby. I mean, you just go to the next right thing and you do it. And then later you process it. I had a lot of pain probably a couple of months ago, even though it happened a year ago. You know, when you stand in a shower with somebody, you bond pretty quick. This is a maverick. He's a cowboy. He's an athlete. He's very, very alive, and he thrives on being active. So when he couldn't use the left side of his body, the doctor said he wouldn't play again. I was devastated. I mean, imagine being like not having a voice ever again to speak, or you can't see or something. I have such respect for amputees because you just take so much for granted, don't you? I mean, we really do. You know, we break a nail and think, oh, crap. And then it's like nowadays, you know what? It ain't no big thing. Because to me, it's like every day is a gift. He's out there on that stage. He gets a bigger standing ovation than I do, which I'm getting used to. So we're good.
He's obviously, you know, so strong and such a fighter. How is he feeling? How is he doing
emotional?
I think he's really tender and he's really tough. It's a very interesting time. He has to, ride in a wheelchair through the airport. He's 6'4". He's a towering presence, and he has to get in this wheelchair, and people look down at him. And he gets tender sometimes, very, very much so. And then other times he's so tough. I have a funny story. I can't even believe I'm going to say this, but I got really mad. I had one of those days where you just want a normal day. And I got so frustrated. I took his wheelchair and I shoved it off the front porch because I was like, I'm so...
Was he in it?
No. I was just so mad at this wheelchair because it was such... we had to build a ramp and do this. The wheelchair became this obstacle, literally, between him and walking, right? And all of a sudden I hear this thump, and I'm like, no, he's not. And sure enough, he's crawling around the bed. Like, I will show you, woman. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, it was like, I'm not even going to let that stop me. So he's very tough, and then he'll be tender. We'll be riding down the road, and he'll say, you know what, I love you. I've loved him for 25 years, so this is a long story.
Much more with Wynonna, Joe.